Hey, Sammy. I'm not going to be here long. I started to make this my off day, but I'm going to wait till tomorrow. Hey, come into the room, y'all. This is not get my brew together. I'll wait for a couple more people. Oh, okay, I can look at this one. Okay. Hey, Lady Key. Thank you, Sammy. Okay, I'm going to be here just a second because I wasn't planning on doing no Saturday morning live, but I'm going to do this real quick. And I noticed other lives going on, but I won't be back later on. And I might take tomorrow off because I was saying I was going to be off today. So I'm going to start with the update. There's a Terica, Tanisha, Ellis. Let me see. I just had it here. Update Terica, Tanisha, Ellis. Let's see. I had it right here. Let me type it in. Hi, Phenomenal. Hi, Phenomenal. I don't know if y'all been keeping up with this, but wait a minute, I'm trying to get this together where I had it. I wanted to do update on Terica, Tanisha, Ellis. That's the little girl that was involved in the Sweetie Pie's grandson's murder. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm trying to get my thing right here. Let me see. I think I found it. What else for to say? Yeah, I think I found it, y'all. I put my notes aside. Okay, I don't see them, and I put this aside. Oh, I see what I'm doing. Okay, but anyway, I'll get to that because I don't see what I did with my notes. But so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the first thing, y'all. I didn't get a chance to watch all the Spilly Boy Sweet cleanup last night, so I got up this morning. I watched the whole 38 minutes of it. Oh my God, it was just so hilarious, y'all. He was talking about Niecy Pooh when he got his daddy. First of all, everybody in Chicago a snitch, meaning I'm assuming that Niecy Pooh snitched everything about him, about Spilly Boy, to his daddy. He's calling him his daddy. Okay? Niecy Pooh's daddy knew everything about Spilly Boy. And so Spilly Boy was saying how his daddy told the truth, how him and his mother just dropped Niecy Pooh off to the grandma, and the daddy was trying to clean it up, saying that it's normal for children to stay at their grandmother. No, it's not normal. They were out there on drugs, and then when he got himself clean, he wanted to come back. But Niecy Pooh, raised by the grandmother, and then he met his husband, the one that he keep at home in the coffee can, and then finished got raised by him. Y'all, I know y'all saw it, but I just got a chance to watch it this morning. Good morning, Dubby. I just got a chance to watch it this morning. So that was hilarious. I mean, yeah, I couldn't even get out the bed because I turned on my computer while I was still laying down this morning, decided to go ahead and catch it because I wanted to mention it this morning because I came here yesterday at the last 20 minutes of it. And so he said, well, for 5 minutes, he was in that car 5 minutes, started asking me everything about Spilly Boy, wonder what's going on with that, you know. So I just wanted to mention that in passing before I get to the who I want to really talk about. And that's Uncle Tim. Y'all, Uncle Tim, oh my God, he pulled out the last few braids out of D. Rogaine's head. He said D. Rogaine is offensive. She comes on here thinking that she's cute. D. Ramsey was drunk and attacked Nicole as soon as she walked in the door. See, I kind of spoke on this yesterday because I watched a little bit of it, but I ran over to Tim. And Tim evidently do not like this woman, D. Rogaine. Tim say, all of y'all was in that room. Y'all did jump with Nicole. In other words, everything she was saying was true. He said the camera crew had to stop filming to hold her. Say 5 men had to hold her. She sounded like she got the strength of a man. Well, she kind of looked like a man, you know, and I wouldn't be surprised if she once was a man. I mean, those are my words. He didn't say that. Tim said she was just hideous. And she's a stupid woman. She's a do girl. But she's supposed to be this educated, talented woman. And she do try to come off as that. With her speech, she do try to make it sound like she's so intelligent. Well, he can't stand it. Tim said that the show is not all of that. He said he's tired of all of them over there. He said he's getting ready to exit all of that. He's going to talk to Ty about it. See, now he's going to be the third one. It's going to be Tim, Juicy Booty, and Nicole, if this not a show. Because like I said, I'm starting to think this is a little bit of a show. I don't believe this because they did the most to each other, like I said before, and still went and met up. But then what Tim is saying, soon as Nicole hit that door, D. Ramsey was drunk and started jumping at her, saying because Nicole said something about her husband. Well, most of the people at that in Orlando around the corona in the house came at her husband because everybody know her husband is a pervert. It's on paper. He's a pervert. Everybody know that. So she should have been jumping at everybody as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, he said it was just so much chaos over there. So he gonna talk to Ty. So it's gonna be another one that bites the dust. All that chaos and nastiness coming from club chat, he just tired of it. He don't want nothing else to do with it. In other words, he's starting to wake up and smell the bacon. You know, everybody there was enemies of Sean's. So to me, the show just gonna be about Sean's enemies. I don't know what the title gonna be, but that's what they should make it. Trout mouth enemies. And put it in parentheses because that's what it sounds like. He said she was just drunk and crying all that day. He said that she needs to buy her weave or get a wig or something to cover up that big forehead. So we know how the forehead look here on the YouTube, but I guess in person it must look worse. I don't know, but he had me rolling yesterday too. Everybody coming at D. Ramsey. How you say how could someone that looked like that talk about him? He said black people get a plastic surgery. She can get a plastic surgery, which is true. Black people go get hair transplants. Look at Jay Wilson. Black people go get cotton and feathers and mix it together and plant it on top of their head, to make some hair. So that's true. She can go get a hair plant. Ask Jay Wilson. She should have asked Jay Wilson when he was down there how to get a hair transplant. I'm quite sure he would have been happy told her, because evidently he was trying to sponsor this rice water, whatever it is that he's putting on his head. But I don't think it's rice water. I think it's the same thing that he sprinkled in there when he first had Ernest on top of his head. And speaking of Juicy Booty, y'all, he all into the mess over there. He's all into the mess. So he never did go. That's why I'm also questioning this now. We're kind of believing Nicole, but then we're kind of not. But when we look at Tim, we think, well, it must be true. Because he don't seem like he going to do all that lying like Nicole doing or do. Anyway, he said they dragged in the bathroom and was hauling her down. Like they had to manhandle her, sound like it to me. Y'all take us here. Because she was in so much of a drunken rage. But she do strike me as an alcoholic watching her on here. She have her highs and her lows. And she just looked like somebody that be drunk all the time. Good morning, Pizarro. Let me look here, see what's going on. I'm going to get to y'all too in a minute. Hey, said Sammy, I spoke to you already. I'm just now looking at my gadget again. Well, at the computer. I'll pick up my phone in a minute. So anyway, she's in a drunken rage. And then Bama Girl. Well, and Bama Girl, I don't know what her trip is, but she's running around here, running her mouth too. And Tim was streaming the argument with Ty. She said she spilled something about her husband or something like that. But girl, they all mixed up over there. They're all mixed up. Every single last one of them is just mixed up. And then who else? Somebody else went off on her butt too, dragged her. I think that was Tracy. Yeah, told her she needs to worry about her husband. The pervert husband. She said Troutmouth don't really like D. Ramsey. Troutmouth like Leo. And I'm assuming that Leo Linus better than he like D. Ramsey. Now, I can believe that. He just uses D. Ramsey. That's all he do. She's the one that lasts the longest over there kissing his butt. And see, both of those women want him. But he's a gay man. I think D. Ramsey be praying, just praying one day that he give her a chance and she can turn him around and get with him herself. I think that's what she's doing. She's praying that something can happen. That's what I really do think. But everybody is getting on D. Ramsey. So, Nicole, y'all, that's a hard one. And I'm going to get somebody's opinion about that. Do y'all think that that's fake? It got to be fake. I don't believe nothing that she over there saying now. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard, y'all, because this is, like I said, this is not the first time that they went at each other, below the belt. And this time they're going at Ty. And that's what have us kind of, I don't know, kind of rocking a little bit. Sammi Dizzle said, D, let me look at my gadget now. Let me read a couple of these. D will drink until Sean gives her the love and affection that she craves. I think she do, Sammy. She know he's a gay man. But I'm hearing Leo is like that too. Leo got a crush on him too. So I don't know what these up with these women with this gay man. They know he don't like women. Good morning, Diana. Yeah, y'all get the lights up. It ain't many of y'all here this morning on this Saturday morning. A lot of people do lives on Saturday mornings that don't normally do lives. But like I said, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow and take off. I started to take off this morning, but I'm gonna wait till tomorrow on a Sunday because I really usually don't be planning on coming on here on Saturdays and Sundays, but I'm still having to sit in the house. And by me running out all week, I just go ahead and say, okay, I'll come in on Saturday like that too. So, to try to keep live going every day. But look like when I leave for one day, I feel like I'm gone forever. It's starting to feel like y'all is a job. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to go read a little bit of Terica Ellis too. See, she was trying to get bail, but they won't give her bail. They think she's a flight risk, But the judge, let me read it to y'all. And then I'm going to start dropping my link because that'll be almost my 30 minutes of my cool story. So that's what I'm going to do. Some of the females on here will sleep with any man just as long as it has a peen, be a straight. Exactly. I guess a piece of man is better than no man. Don't you think so? A piece of man is better than no man, phenomenal. I'm trying to see what you said. Let me get back to it. Some of the females here, yeah, you already, okay, I read that. Yeah, a piece of man is better than no man. I heard somebody say that years ago. One of my best friend's mother had this man for years, and he didn't marry her. He got this other lady, and then after about a year and a half, he married her. So I don't know. He must have been using her all the time. I don't know. But anyway, a federal judge on Friday ordered a defendant in the murder for hire case involving a former star on a Welcome to Sweetie Pie's reality television show held in jail until trial. Terica Tanisha Ellis is one of the two defendants charged in 2016 murder of Andre Montgomery Jr., grandson of Robbie Montgomery, owner of Sweetie Pie's restaurant in the St. Louis area. Defense lawyer Barack Morrison said Ellis was not a danger and need to be home to care for her 2-year-old daughter, who has a severe type of sickle cell anemia and needs constant monitoring. Ellis has pleaded not guilty. Well, before I go on, before she set that young man up, she knew she had a special needs child at home. She knew that they can get caught and what the repercussions could possibly be. I don't feel sorry for her. A prior Ellis lawyer had argued that she wasn't accused of knowing about the murder in advance. Yes, she did, because they set it up. Robbie Montgomery's son, James Timothy Tim Norman, told Ellis he needed help to find and confront Andre Montgomery about $200,000 in cash. So to me, they're admitting that they killed him, because this ain't the first time Tim is saying that he stole $200,000 in cash. So by you saying that, you got Ellis to help with that. It's saying that y'all said that. See how dumb they are? See, he's so dumb. He dumb to be so smart. But I'm glad he's snitching on himself. That had been stolen from Robert's house. Okay. Assistant U.S. Attorney Angie Dennis said Friday that Ellis failed to report the crime for more than 4 years and was both a danger to the community and flight risk. Court documents say Ellis twice reported Andre Montgomery's location on the day he was killed. She must have couldn't catch him in the first location, because they said she reported twice on his location. The first time to Norman, and the second time she called an unidentified man using a prepaid cell phone. But who's this birth certificate they showing? Let me see. Let me go back. Oh, that's somebody advertising something. Ellis heard gunshots as she pulled away from the scene of the murder and dumped her prepaid phone at a gas station as she drove to Memphis. What does she mean? She dumped the gun. Her and the guy was riding together. She tried to make it seem like she don't have nothing. See, she's going to be the one to tell everything on him. She's going to be the one to do all the snitching. It's always one. But Tim is so dumb in what he's saying that $200,000 was stolen from his grandma home. That's basically saying, well, yeah, I set him up because he stole from my mother. That's what it sounds like to me. Just crazy. So that's the most update they've done so far. But I think the mother came out and said something, but I have to look it up because somebody was saying that Miss Robbie finally spoke out on something, but I haven't seen that yet, y'all. Maybe y'all have, but I haven't read into that yet. So I'm gonna keep keeping up with it for those of you that don't keep up with it, because I really want to know what's going on in that suit. I really do, because I'm hoping that they put him under the jail where he belongs. I mean, and I mean under the jail too, because that was so dirty. I mean, that's low down. He didn't love his mother. Good morning, Miss Cruiser. I'm just giving an update on this Terica Ellis. You know, she was denied bail yesterday. I can reiterate that like that. So basically, y'all, that's what's been going on. That and Uncle Tim. See, Uncle Tim. Now, some people say they liked him better when he just come on and do just the video recording. I heard somebody say that, and then not only that, they say since he's been doing the lives, he's changed, and it's like he caught this beefing bug that everybody else be on here doing, so to speak. But I don't know. I don't see nothing wrong with everybody else doing it. You know, some people voiced yesterday they don't really care for him, to be on here live like that, because he didn't used to do it like that. Well, like he said, he get tired of these people. He's starting to speak up and say a little something. I don't see nothing wrong with that at all. Because you do get tired of these people. You do get tired of this all the time. every day, all day, like Sean Troutmouth over there, doing the most. Let me see. I think he did because that was around the time Miss Robbie was suing him. No, wait a minute. No, Miss Cruiser. What do you mean around the time Robbie was suing him? Because he got that policies. He got those policies took out on the little boy a little after he first got there. And he saved them policies for 2 years, so he can get him killed to try to collect on him. He set this up 2 years ahead of time. And the policy was already out on the board before the robbery even started. I don't know. That was the timeline, though, that I heard. The little boy had graduated, was going home to go to college. Somebody called him back. Now we know that person that called him back had to be Tim. Must have called him back and say he needed him to run the restaurant or something. Either way it goes, they got him back because he didn't want to mess up his plans. He waited for 2 years when he thought he could collect on it. So I don't know, because Miss Robbie let me see. He started opening the restaurants before he had this. I'll put you like this. He had this plan all along before he started opening up all the restaurants. I don't know. So that's what I think. I'm going to be dropping my link in a minute. Y'all know I like to do my little commentary first. So that's what's going on. Uncle Tim. Everybody's seeing Spilly Boy. Like I said, I had to go back and watch it this morning, so I couldn't speak on it yesterday because I got there 20 minutes late. And he was almost done. He only stayed on like 30, 38 minutes or something like that. But Dee Ramsey is getting it over there with her drunken self. She is really getting it from all sides. So one day, maybe he'll drop him off and give her a chance. Maybe he won't. I don't know. I don't know. So if anybody want to speak on any of this, you can go ahead. If not, I'm going to do my 30 minutes and get on about my beeswax. The nephew was killed in 2016, right? So the policy was taken out before then. Yes, he had it for 2 years, so it had to be taken out 2014. It had to be because see, when you get a policy with that amount of money, it ain't like you can just get killed in a year and then they give you the money like that. And then they lied to get the policy. They had to lie about his job and how much he was worth. Because see, you got to have a little worth before they let you take a policy out for that amount of money on somebody. Now, when they advertise it, they make it sound like it's so easy. Anybody can just take the policy out. No, if you're not worth that, you won't get approved for big time money like that. But his friend, Nellyville, who used to be a producer or something, he turned into an insurance agent. And he was able to get those policies by telling a lot of lies. And Tim was having problems because when they was investigating it, they couldn't find none of the information that he needed to collect on his money because he tried to get the money a week later. They didn't see how the job or whatever was going on with this young man to make him be worth that amount of money. You got to be worth that amount of money. So that's the way I see it. So no way he was going to get it in the first place. But ain't that a trip though, how everybody had to jump on one woman to stop her from jumping Little Nicole? If that happened, because I want y'all people to, do y'all really think that happened? Do y'all really believe everything that she's saying over there? Food junkie ain't, let me see. Food junkie ain't want D, and neither does Sean. Oh, D, she wanted him too? Well, where's that perfect husband? She wanted food junkie. Oh, so she just only go after gay men? Wow. Don't nobody want you, D Rogaine, D Ramsey, D whatever. She got so many nicknames now, y'all. So he said, get you some some weed and cover up that big old forehead, because black people do get plastic surgery these days. That's what you need to do. I'll drop my link. Y'all be on here for a while. Nico said that she's a good actor. Yeah, she said that. Yes, she did say that. So how do we know? Y'all, this is so hard. I want to believe what she's saying because Tim is telling the juice on it, dropping tea. Juicy Booty decided to come drop tea because he wanted to be seen and talked about like I'm talking about it now. He wanted everybody to start talking about him again, even though he's so-called leftist sector. Now, last night I was watching, I think it was Goddess. I don't know. I think something going on between her and Miss Pizarro, but I wrote in her chat. I don't really want to go too far on commenting on that. I'm just gonna let y'all know that's going on because I like them all. I like both of the young ladies. I really do. And I don't know, must be a full moon or whatever, because a lot of the young ladies was falling out of arguing. I think some made up, which is a good thing. So I don't really want to go too far with it. It's a group of people that I like. It don't really be commentary for me like that, because it's like if they listen to me, I'm bringing it back up, and y'all know what I'm saying. I just don't like to do that like that. I really don't. Now, as far as Stank Nation over there, I didn't watch her. Well, I don't normally watch her anyway. I usually get notes or listen to somebody else said, and Pretty Boy didn't have her to clean up. It was strictly Nisi Poo and his daddy, DD, whatever you want to call it, his daddy. You know, asking all kind of questions about him. I think his daddy kind of got a crush on Pretty Boy himself, though. Because why he asking all the questions about him? So, Diana Duncan, you believe it all? That's what I'm saying. See, I can't tell if it's a show because they all went at each other once before, way below the belt. But then when you got Tim and Juice, we said the same thing, but they was a part of that crew too. So I don't know. We just got to keep watching. Just, because she says she's done. She's done. And the only difference is this time they're going after Ty. They talk about Ty also. And at first they wasn't talking about her. So I don't know. I believe they were in New York and she was walking around with no pants on in the hotel room. I flashed him. Something happened. He said she had a wolf puss. Wait a minute, Manny. Who flagged who? D. Ramsey flagged somebody and showed that little naked pussy. Is that what you said? Because if she ain't got her hair at the top, I don't know. I don't know what the lady got at the bottom, but that's what you said. Well, okay, you gonna make that clear for me up here in this chat. She flashed. I see. I didn't hear about that part. Yeah, that's right. Diddy, Miss Christmas. Diddy. Diddy. Wow. Now I thought that. See, I heard about somebody getting naked when in the tapings, but they said that was Shawshank, aka Shelly. Now I heard about that one, her flashing, getting naked, streaking, whatever you want to call it. But I didn't know it was another flashing going on. These people are doing the most. And like I say, if that dude get picked up, kudos for them. But who's gonna pay? Who's gonna pay to watch that? We're watching it all right now on YouTube. We're a part of that. They talking about all of us. If that's the case, who's gonna do that? Uh, I'm gonna start dropping my link now because it's almost about 30 minutes. If somebody wanna hop on or not. Yeah, I changed my thing and start 30 minutes. I want to talk for sure. There we go, D. Ramsey. Wait a minute. D. Ramsey? Flash food junkie? Oh, he must have turned and ran. He must have grabbed that head with that crooked neck and just took out running. He must have took out running. Good morning, Miss Cruiser.
Good morning. I have to say stuff before I forget. Seem like I forget these days
Okay.
myself. So starting with Tim Norman, then I'm gonna say whether I think Nicole is telling the truth or not. So what I was saying was when Robbie's house got broken into and that $200,000 and some other stuff got stolen, Andre, the grandson, was the suspect. And they went to Texas, brought him back from Texas back down to St. Louis, and they questioned him, and he told them that he felt like his uncle Tim did it. And they ruled Andre out as a suspect, and he said he thought his uncle Tim did it because that was during the time when Miss Robbie had first took out that lawsuit on her son to stop him from using the name. He started opening up all them restaurants under Sweetie Pie's name. And then with that policy, he took that policy out in 2014. This is according to the St. Louis Dispatch, the newspaper there. He took that policy out in 2014. He must have forgot the exact date that he took it out because he had the young man killed March 2016. So it wasn't a full 2 years, which would have put the policy in contestable. But with it being contestable, now they wouldn't have questioned Had it when it's full 2 years, they would have never questioned all those lies he put in that policy. They would just did a claim, verified his death, and paid it. But here's what stopped the claim. Anytime you have a life insurance policy and they you get a claim and they on that claim it says death as or it says homicide, excuse me, homicide as the cause of death, the
Uh-huh.
insurance company is not going to pay it until they can verify from law enforcement that the beneficiary of the policy wasn't involved in the foul play and this person passing away. So that's what, because I'm sure when the insurance company called law enforcement, they said, "Oh yeah, he's a suspect." So that's why I didn't get paid out. But then once
Oh, okay.
if they had ruled him out, had they ruled him out, then it would have went to that contestable review where they would have reviewed the full application and caught up with the fact that he lied on the application. But that was so crazy of him to make that move to kill the young man, which criminals are crazy. They they ain't smart. Kill the young man before the 2-year contestable period was up.
Well, see, I didn't know that the way you explained it, that was the timeline. While you
Mm-hmm.
discuss, while you explained it, I'm thinking on it because I did watch Sweet Pies.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm trying to think now. Do I remember the young man being there when her house got broken in? And I'm pretty sure he was, but I don't remember him telling his grandmother that he thought it was his uncle. I never,
He
or that
did
just come out
that.
in the news.
He didn't. That came. If you go to the St. Louis Dispatch, when
Uh,
they was doing the bail hearing, the first bail hearing for Ellis.
uh-huh.
That's when the police detective testified of that. That information went out until now. That when they interviewed Andre, because they had him as a suspect for breaking in his grandma's house, that Andre said that he thought his uncle did it because his grandma was suing him. Because you remember, her house got broken into, she had went to her girlfriend's house in California to do the whole music thing,
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
she didn't even visit Tim because they wasn't even speaking. And I think seemed like Tim was in California at the time. So they wasn't speaking. That's around the time. And then it came out between the seasons that Robbie was suing him. So then when it came back on, the show had to go ahead and say, okay, they had to add that into the show because it had already leaked out. But yeah,
Oh,
that was around the time when they first started having their falling out and everything. And Robbie did say on the show, she said it had to be somebody that knows me because they knew exactly where they knew that I kept this $200,000 in my house and they knew exactly where to go get it and the things that they picked up and then the things that they left. She said that it had to be somebody who knew her alarm because they turned off the alarm and the cameras.
and I do believe that that was Tim. But
I think so too.
what I'm puzzled about if it was a little bit under 2 years, to collect it,
Mhm.
why did he kill him at that time? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that wasn't a smart move.
Because
That
he's
wasn't a smart
dumb,
move
just
at all.
dumb. Because he's
Yeah.
telling this stuff right now. He's giving the reason
Mhm.
why the boy got killed. He's saying the boy got killed because of $200,000 when his mom's house got broken. So basically, he's saying he called the girl because that happened, wanted her to help him with that. So that's snitching on himself. He think he's too dumb to be smart, or too
Mhm.
smart to be dumb, or whatever way you want to
Yeah.
put it. So
And, and,
anyway,
and, and, and do you know that the guy who produced Nelly, the rapper Nelly from St.
yes, yeah,
Louis,
yeah, he was the insurance agent.
he was
Yeah,
the agent. Yeah, he was the
yeah.
agent. So it seemed like he would have told him, "Hey, man, you really need to wait the full 2 years. You're gonna." So let me say something about Nicole real quick. I
Okay.
used to have a bishop that used to always say, he said, "You can always tell a lie because a lie will dress up in truth clothing, but the fit is always loose." I believe Nicole, but I think she got a little bit. I think she dressed a lie up in truth clothing. In other words, there's a little bit there's some truth in there. There's enough truth in there that she could embellish some of it and make it kind of believable. So I believe 90% of what she's saying, but I think there's a little bit of at one point she was saying when I came in they didn't know who I was and I had to say I was Nicole Tyler. Then the next minute she was saying they tried to jump her. It's like, okay,
So
which
she
one
hit
is
the
it? They
door
didn't know you or they immediately knew who you was and tried to beat you up.
and jump you so you hit the door. I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why you been hearing me on here saying Take the meat, throw the bones away. Pick off the bones, the good
There you
meat,
go.
and throw the
Yeah,
rest of the bones away.
eat the meat, spit the
Yeah,
bones.
yeah.
Exactly.
You got to
Exactly.
use your
But
discernment on here anyway when people talking and telling you something. Everything don't be true. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
If
yeah.
it
He
do
used to
be
always
truth,
say
but
he got the truth dressed up in a lie dressed up in truth clothes, and
good
it's a
morning,
loose
say
fit. It's a loose fit.
yes.
But I'm gonna jump off of here and let somebody else get on. I just want to say that.
Okay, thanks for coming on, Miss Cruiser. Now, I was looking at my comments just then, and who was that saying that D Ramsey hairline? Let me get back to it. D went to her wolf, so her hair went all the way back. That's what it's off her head. It went down to her wolf. I just read that while she was talking. He was crazy for the whole plan, and also, yes, he was. It was a dumb plan. It was a stupid plan. Now I remember also that they kind of fell out when he made that restaurant, a little small one in Los Angeles. And when Miss Robbie got there and seen the name on there, it says TJ's Sweetie Pie, which is Tim's son. She said, "Oh, you named it TJ's?" Then she said, "Oh well, that's okay. That's my grandson." See, he didn't. He didn't even ask for permission. Can he use her like that to even put one of those restaurants in his son's name? So he was setting everything up for his son. He didn't care about the fact that his mother, when he got to prison, had a job waiting on him because he wouldn't have got hired nowhere else. And see, prison raised him. He had no family values. Had he been raised in the house, I think with Miss Robbie, he would have knew more about family sense or something like that. But and that little boy, he wanted to get along with Tim. But then you seen some of the pictures when Tim was abusing verbally and hit him one time, him and Charles. Y'all just a hot mess. And what else was up? Oh, I'm gonna do my link again just in case somebody want to say something again. How long I've been on here? Oh, okay. Not that bad because I'm making sure I don't be here that long. Let me do this again. So back to Nicole. I don't know. It's confusing, y'all. Some of it is true, like Miss Cruiser just said, and some of it may not be true. It's just, I don't know. You just can't believe everything you hear. You just can't believe everything you hear. I got a link if somebody else want to speak on Nicole, Uncle Tim, Sweetie Pies, or anything. Trout Mouth. Yeah, y'all, I don't know where y'all with them likes, but y'all tripping to come to likes. Now, I got 51 people watching. I don't know how many likes I got. But that's funny though. I just had to. It was just a delayed reaction when I saw somebody saying that her hairline and it's going farther. Y'all know that's the first woman I ever seen get a hairline like that, like a man. You see most men hairline going back there because they're gonna be bald, like Jay Wilson. And I don't know why he's trying to all of a sudden turn himself into he look like a teenager, a young man. It kind of tells me that we went before he got to this age. He really didn't know nothing about the outside world. So all he knew to be was that church. Well, allegedly they call him a church queen or whatever. And since he found this young man, he trying to wear clothes, that's open on the chest to show all them little rolls of balls on there. He's trying to wear those tight those tight pants. He's trying to get some hair, and he's lying about that nose ring. He really do want that nose ring for real, but everybody started talking about him real bad, and he felt shame. So he's lying about that. But the fact that he over here running his mouth let y'all know that we were right all along. That was fake. He was not planning on leaving this sector at all. And that's why I wondered about Nicole. You see how they both just happened to come back? Something wrong with that picture. Good morning, that mean girl. Something wrong with that picture. Why all of a sudden they just both of them happened weeks apart to come back? Okay, so something's up with that. I don't believe. I don't. I know Miss Roger must feel all types of ways about producing a son like him. Sometimes the kid just turns out right through no fun. And she get and and it's like a mother. What a mother do? Unconditional love. She stood by him all those years he was in prison. I think he went there for armed robbery. He grew up there. He went there when as a teenager. She took care of him through the years, made sure the restaurant was thriving, gonna be thriving when he get out. Because one day she wanted him to be able to take that over and be an entrepreneur, but he started taking advantage of her and stealing from her. He didn't understand, that his son's place or something. I mean, he was just dumb. And like she said once, He act like, she said, Tim act like he's still in the prison, the way he's trying to run these kids. And, Charles and her grandson. She said that on one of the episodes, and that was the episode when Charles went in her office crying because he had pushed him and hit him in the chest. He didn't like them young men. He was jealous of them because they had their life on the outside, not in prison. So to him, there's a little bit too soft because in prison he had to be rough, so he had to come out here and like fend for himself. Hey, Paulette, I thought I spoke to you. It was phenomenal. I'll be getting y'all mixed up and I look at that P first. Paulette Waters. Hey, Paulette, I thought let me see. Oh, phenomenal. Yeah, I was just going to call phenomenal Paulette and you, Paulette. Yeah, I'll be getting your names mixed up. So that's what I think about that case. Other than that, that's what's going on besides the riots. I mean, because downtown Sacramento, and I look close to downtown, they had peaceful marches down there last night about this Breonna Taylor case. They had peaceful marches, but the marches supposed to be in every capital in every state. They're supposed to be marching. 26 lives, well, that's almost half. That's cool, but I know I can get to the whole 50, y'all. Come on now. Whether y'all watch the replay or not, I know. Well, usually the replay, more people start watching. So, but I'm just saying when I'm live, y'all know, because it's hard to watch. I've been trying to catch lives with somebody, but I can't catch them all, and then I don't have the time to sit and watch it all day. But so I sit there and I sit through everybody's commercials because that's how they get paid. Because if I don't catch it live, I have to sit through all the commercials. I don't just scoot it up like that. I think he was messed up on drugs. Oh, you think he was on drugs? I never had no mention of that before. Could be. Okay, so then Oakland 2 Patton, they marching in Oakland 2. Is it peaceful? I know they did it yesterday. I think they got it planned for today and SAC, so it was peaceful. Good morning, Miss Tony. Good morning. Y'all liking it as y'all come in? So like when I get off of here, I got some lives to catch because there's a lot of us on this morning that's live. Yeah, it's a lot of us. About 3 for sure that I know of. And we all basically talking about the same thing. Yeah, so it's a lot of lives. But see, 42 minutes. We've been on here 42 minutes. I told y'all once I get to talking, I always pass that 30 minutes. So now if I do another live later, I'm coming back because it's the most stuff I want to catch up on. I don't want to just be I'm never messy, y'all. I just get commentary on it. I'm never messy. But there's a lot of other stuff that I want to look at and update. That has nothing to do with the YouTube right here. But basically, it's been a lot in the last 2 days, though. I think that's why I'm kind of trying to get commentary on it. But it's a lot more stuff going on now. We don't just got to be talking about them all the time. Oh, y'all, I kept waiting. I woke up twice last night. And each time I woke up, I had my computer on. Rick Reed was on all last night. So I'm going to go watch him, too. All night long, Rick Reed was on. So there's a lot I got to watch. But now, I don't usually watch So King, but I might go look at it a little bit because, he probably was on last night, too. Sean Bradley over there being messy. Talking about King took Tracy's place. Now Tracy trying to take Bless's place. He always got something to say negative about both of us or anybody that watch each other. Like something going on there, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That's what he over there doing. But anyway, y'all way past my 30. I'm gonna go catch some of them. And today's Saturday. I might come back in a little while because, like I said, I planned on not coming back at all today or Saturday. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. But I think I'll take tomorrow off. So I probably will come back again later on. If something happened, like I did yesterday, I had to come back a second time because Nicole was on. And I had to come talk about that. But you see, Miss Olivia and Duchess usually go live on the Saturday. So I enjoy it. Okay, phenomenal. I know, but see, I can't be up all night like that. And you ain't the first one said he be having good lives over there. I don't know. And I be seeing it, him advertising it, but then he waits. He'll come on when it's 12 o'clock here at the earliest, maybe 10, 11 or something like that. And I just don't sit up all night. It'll just throw my whole day out. And I'm an early bird. So that's how that is. But anyway, y'all, past my 30 minutes at 45 minutes. I'm getting ready to play my music. We're going to drop the diamonds, and I'm going to catch y'all later because I'm going to have to because I'm not going to come back on tomorrow. That's why I was planning it. It was gonna be today, but I decided I woke up on tomorrow. So let's get this music going, y'all. We're gonna get it popping. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you catch up the next day like the way I said I was gonna do. 30 likes, please. Thank you for the 30 likes. I guess that's okay for the amount of people that was here this morning. Although I could have got at least 50, y'all that forgot before I get to dropping diamonds and playing my music. What did you say? Have a good Saturday, blessed one. Yeah. Oh, I was on Bonnie's chat last night, though, Miss Cruiser. I went on her panel. Yeah, I did get a chance to, visit last night. Bradley needs to brush it. That's what I want to ask y'all. Why is that man tongue and lips always white for real? We don't be embellishing this. His tongue and mouth is white for real, and it stretches like a little muppet for real, for real. So y'all get them diamonds going. I got the music. I'm gonna get the music going. I'm gonna jick with y'all for a minute. Okay, I'm gonna get my Bluetooth on out here. I think I go make me some breakfast. It's just now 10 minutes after 8, well, 12 or something like that. Something like something. What time is it yet? Oh no, it's early. Wait a minute, my clock must be slow. My time on my computer says 7:24. Oh, y'all on that early? No, was something wrong with my clock? Wait a minute. On my phone, it says 8:51. On my computer, something wrong. It says 7:24. Then the clock on the wall say 8:13. What's going on? I wanted the power or something go off. And y'all, what time it is for real? Well, I have to go by what my phone is saying. 8:52. Yeah. Okay, I think my time is wrong on here. It's weird. It's 10. Where you at? You on the East Coast? Are you just 2 hours ahead of me? Because it's 10:11 there. Oh wow, something going on with the internet. Because if it's 10:11 there, it's 8:11 here. 2 hours ahead. Yeah. Okay then. So my clock on the wall is right. And my internet that's on my phone and my computer is wrong. So something must have happened or something. I don't know, y'all. I can't think. It's weird. I'm going to check that out when I get off. I don't know. But anyway, let me go ahead and jick my butt on about here. That's kind of weird, though. So my clock on my wall is accurate. And usually I can get my accurate time from my computer on my phone. Wow. 8:52. That's almost 7. Oh, well, I ain't going to trip off of it. That's crazy. Y'all drop the diamond. Let me go ahead and get ready and do my little Philly boy dance, whatever I want to call it. Oh, no wonder last night my phone was lagging behind, and then sometimes vice versa. Something going on with this time situation. I'll find it out in a minute. Shoot, let me go ahead and do what I got to do here. Get up here and make me some breakfast, y'all. Hey. Y'all dancing with me? Come on here. What's wrong here? What's wrong here? Yay. Y'all come on. Let me get my dance on. Get the diamonds, y'all. Drop the diamonds. Nowadays, I have to beg for diamonds like I be begging for the likes. But that's okay. I know some of y'all on there that like me and love me. Toodaloo. Toodaloo.